What happened?
Wrong intro was in there.
Are we live?
Hey, Monster Hunter's Fall.
What's up, MPX addicts? Welcome to the MPX Rehab. I am your host, the hashtag certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host as always.
The voice of the MPX addicts, Kyle Smith. We traveled in time?
Well, it's technical issues.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, we can travel in time. That's fine.
But either way, was this week was MPX is Catching Fire for 2022, which is
Try again.
2023.
God, how much time travel are you doing this show?
all of it, all of the time travel. By the way, did you know it's the 1983 Rumble?
I don't think it happened in 83.
No, it didn't. I was going to say, yes,
God,
I know it didn't exist
Your
then.
DeLorean is fucked up.
Alternate timelines. It was actually started by WCW, not...
That makes sense.
Hey, Tony.
You know,
Either-
WWE steals everything. It makes sense.
Yeah. Either way, MPX Catching Fire 2023. This was a fire of a show. Definitely, things definitely caught fire here. Burned down, I'd say.
Yeah, lots of surprising things that we saw coming. Just didn't think it would happen at this moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good show. It was fun.
Yep. We started off the show with Exodus Prime taking on Joe Angelo Garcia. Joe trying to take the MPX Addicts Championship for the Sons of Mayhem, and from what I can see, that didn't turn out too well for him.
No, it didn't. It was a great match, and it's again, I love having the Addicts title or the Prospect title or the Tag title on the pre-show because again, it proves that you need to be at that pre-show. You need that season pass. You need to get that upgrade because you never know what's going to happen. Now, the moment that a title actually changes hand, it's going to solidify that.
Oh yeah.
And I think I actually kind of almost did think it was going to happen here. Just because, you've got the Suns, you've got Jerome with the Prospect title, you've got them kind of pushing to be the dominant faction at MPX, and then it didn't happen. Exodus retained. And again, good match. Not really much interference. There was some, not a lot. But yeah, Exodus coming out on top, still proving that he's one of the most dominant people in MPX, no matter how many people he's in there against.
Yeah, I heard that for the whole night there was problems with the Sons of Mayhem needing to be taken out of the equation by the referees.
Yeah, pretty much. They either getting kicked out or neutralized or everything like that. But yeah, again, I enjoy these title matches on the pre-show because again, when you're looking at it from the business aspect of it and why we're doing the title matches on the pre-show, why we're having such big stars like Exodus in them, makes total sense.
Yep. And then we had the six-man tag team match, Children of the Scorn versus Fly Deaf versus Sons of Mayhem. Sons of Mayhem were represented by...
Pretty sure it was Red and Jake. I don't think Nick was involved in the tag match. He was there, just wasn't involved in the tag match. It was Red and Jake. And again, this is fifth time we've seen Fly Deaf at MPX, and the Addicts just don't seem to care. Like they don't get.
I mean, they did. They did the first couple of times.
Yeah,
but that was I'll be honest. That was a different group of addicts back then.
It's a different group of addicts, and it's also I think the opponents they're against.
Those are our guys.
It's our guys, and it's also either they're like here. You got Children of Scorn and Fly Deaf, both huge faces.
Yeah.
So if you're going to make the Addicts choose, they're going to like the Scorn more. It's just weird. Fly Deaf is talented. I do think the times I've seen them singly and not as a tag team, I like them better singles. Warren and Zach both, when I've seen singles matches, seem to be much better to me. Tag matches, I just haven't really been a fan of theirs. Again, both talented guys, just something about that tag team doesn't strike me as like, I'm super excited to see him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just me, but I felt the Addicts kind of felt that way too. It's just kind of fell flat when they come out. When you watch other places that they are more predominantly in, like Rowe or New Texas or wherever else they're at.
Over in the Houston area, they are
and
fire.
Even at Texoma, they get a great reaction.
Yeah, true.
It's just something here that just, I don't know if it's the opponents they're in there with or what. But again, it was a good match, especially when you got 3 tag teams, 6 men, could be easy clusterfuck, and it wasn't. Children's Scorn coming out on top, a little bit. I mean, a little bit of a cluster here and there, but overall, not a bad tag match for 3 tag teams. Yes, the Children's Scorn getting the win. I'm almost positive, given what happened later, it was Red that took the pinfall. That would kind of sense. It kind of would make sense. Forgive me, I don't remember because my notes went away. But yes, I'm pretty sure it was Red, and I also drink a lot. So, but yes, obviously Red, JD getting mad at Red. Red finally kind of snapping, couldn't take it anymore. Didn't really throw a punch, but definitely got in Jerome's face, and then Jerome put him down, and then told the rest of the Sons to stomp him. And it was the thing I liked about this the most was Jake had a crazed look in his face when he was told that, and just immediately went for it. Did whatever Jerome asked. Joe immediately did what he asked. It was Nick that was the conflicted one.
Yeah.
It was Nick that was like, do I do this? Do I not do this? Finally did do it, but still felt very conflicted. Even after they kept continuing, Nick's the one yelling, all right, that's enough. Let's stop. While the refs are trying to pull the rest of the Sons off of Red and everything. I thought that was different because for the longest time seeing this kind of build up, we kind of thought it was Jake that would be hesitant, especially given everyone knows Jake and Red's relationship.
Just your last time. By the way, just an announcement. We were supposed to have the Sons of Mayhem again on tonight as well, but that's not happening.
No, I don't think that was ever planned to begin with.
They told us it was planned. They said
just because they talk a lot.
They said they were going to be here. They said we didn't have a choice.
Lot. Exactly, but look where they are. Yeah, exactly. They talk a lot.
Now there's not so much of that worry.
They talk a lot. But no, the whole beatdown happened up, and like I said, to me, it was very interesting for the storyline to see that it was Nick, the conflicted one. And then obviously what happens later, spoilers, it's a great storyline. I can't wait to see where we go with it.
Yeah, it definitely came to bite them in the ass. Maybe. But we'll talk about that when we get to it, because then we had a debut at MPX as Tommy Becker took on Caleb Riley.
I still think this was Noah, just a little bit taller and a little bit skinnier. No, it's it was a debut. I liked the look that Caleb had. It's that collegiate amateur wrestling look. Had nice, called the Golden Boy. Obviously had the golden wrestling, had the golden wrestling uniform on.
I think it is.
I'm not entirely sure because I honestly didn't recognize him.
Blonde hair.
Yeah, Noah.
Okay, I know who it is.
Okay, yes.
And you can trust me, the comparison to Noah, very, very warranted.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
Did good. Like I said, obviously debut match. Going to be issues, and obviously going in there against someone like the Tommy Becker. I wouldn't necessarily say a full squash, but pretty close. The thing I would have liked more from Caleb, at least to see a little bit more, and hopefully we do see him more as we go on.
He's one of our rookies. So.
Well, yeah. The thing I would like to see more is the fact that
2023 Rookie of the Year starts now.
Jesus. God, Rory there.
Yeah.
The thing I want to see, and I hope we do see more with it being the whole wrestling background that he's trying to portray, is more suplexes. Because one, I love them, especially if you actually do have that background, like the Steiners, Taz, Steve Williams. Those type of suplexes are just a hook for people who watch current stuff.
Jeez, yeah.
Just amazing. And if he can pull some of those off, which, like I said, he's got the build for it. He probably definitely could. I think it would be great. And then, Tommy getting the win. Again, good match. Would love to see more.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see him more often soon. Because, like I said, he's the first of the 2023 class for Rookie of the Year now. So,
I guess.
We'll see.
Right now he's only one, so he's a leading contender, right?
But then we had, a blood match Now, I wouldn't even say a grudge match, a blood match.
Yeah, but there's no blood, so.
The All-Star match.
That's different. That was later. That was later, and yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, no, I saw that picture once. Don't need to see that ever again, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But Matlock, the All-Star, taking on the boy band behemoth, Mikey B. And to say that these two have bad blood is an understatement of epic proportions.
Well, that's what happens when you trust Matlock, you know? Yeah, no. That's what happened. It's all Matt's fault.
It's Matt's fault.
Yeah, it is. He's the one who kissed Sammy. That's on him.
No,
that
happened. No. That happened much later.
Don't know what you're talking about.
That happened months after the fact.
Yeah, like you said, anytime Matt and Mikey are in there, it's, I don't want to say surprisingly good, but it is, because you wouldn't think the chemistry is necessarily work as well as they do, but they do. There's something about these matches, and maybe it's just Mikey as a performer. He's gotten better and better. When he's in the ring, he seems to match, and especially with Locke, he's matching the intensity, which Locke has to be one of the most intense wrestlers in our area, probably next to, I would say, the boy, Children of Scorn, Gabe and Tommy, as far as the strikes he gives, the viciousness he is. It's good to see Mikey being the heel that he's trying to portray match that, because that is what Mikey needs to do. Mikey needs to be more aggressive. Yeah. And in these matches with Locke, he is. Again, decent match, not bad. Locke getting the win. It's just, to me, it was, yes, it's a grudge match and everything, but there's no... It just still didn't feel like we're done. Sammy wasn't there, so that kind of negated a lot of it to me. Also, it not being some type of stupid gimmick match, whether it be the, what is it, the Backstreet Brawl that Mikey has been doing or something like that. And also, I mean, we kind of saw it at the Christmas show.
Well, Matt had a death match the next day, so,
He could do both. And that's fine. Some people do death matches one night, like 4 or 5 in a row. It happens. Are you saying he's not tough enough? So, that's what I got.
No,
what you're saying is he wasn't tough.
It's like I could see, some people being like, no, he's got a death match tomorrow. Let's not do that. You know how some college professors won't give homework because they know that there's a huge test in another class?
No. I never got that treatment.
You never got that?
Well, I also played football, so I didn't really do
Okay, I was going to say, it's like, wow. I was like, you had asshole professors.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Locke getting the win. Like I said, good match. I hope it's not done, because if that is the end of it, it's just very lackluster a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps we'll see something going on with the Rumble. I mean, that's coming up soon, and
yes,
these two guys definitely would be the type to want to get involved with that. But then again, Locke may not have to get involved with that.
Yeah, no,
we'll see on the next week. But then we had a Aaron Eagle versus Dmitry Alexandrov, the hero versus the bear fighter, and. Yeah,
you're a little shocked, aren't you?
Yeah, just a bit. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it was actually a good match from what I saw. It was right after intermission, and the restrooms weren't working, so I had to go all the way to the gas station and come back. So missed a couple of the beginning, but the match itself was good. You've got 2 great performers in there. But yeah, I think it did shock a lot of people. Eagle winning with the powerbomb lung blower and winning cleanly. It was really good. And it's...
I mean, say what you will about his attitude. I mean, the hero Aaron Eagle is still just an incredible wrestler.
Yeah, he is. And it's seeing this resurgence of him, and he seems to be on. He's that vet that he knows what to do, when to do, and how to do it.
Yeah.
And even going back to Matt War Pro, him against Brick, he worked very good in that.
Yeah.
And same with this one. Him and Dimitri, I thought, had a good match from what I saw, the little kind of the mid and the end. And yeah, getting that powerbomb lung blower and hitting it beautifully like he always does. Just clean, looks amazing every time he does it, and getting the win 1, 2, 3. It was a little bit of a shock.
Yeah.
And then before the next match, we'll go ahead and I guess talk about Locke's little incident, because I'm pretty sure this is where it happened. It was before this. So Tatum came out, obviously, which wore these bright orange shorts, and they matched his hair, so it was perfect. It really was good. But yeah, coming out, saying that he wanted to confront Locke, but he brought the refs out because security was trash. Because obviously last time security didn't do their job and just let him go after him. So the refs tried to stop it a little bit. Of course not, Locke getting the brawl and everything like that. Going the outside, going to chop Tatum. Tatum moves, nails the post, and like from my angle, because it was right in front of me, it immediately was blood and bone. So I legit thought he just like broke and popped his knuckle out. Looked brutal, sounded devastating. And y'all have seen the pictures. It was
you
brutal.
could see tendon in that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, that was not smart. So
But
obviously
he says he'll be there on Saturday.
Yeah.
So
well, and he did a death match next night. So
yeah.
See, you said he wasn't tough. He's pretty tough, sir.
I didn't say.
No, that's what we got. We all heard that.
I never said that. I put that on management, not Locke.
But yeah, so obviously going to have it taped up some, and then again, that's something Tatum's going to have to look forward to at X Factor is targeting that hand.
Oh yeah, definitely. But at the same time, Locke's going to be very aware that hand's weak, so he's probably going to. I wouldn't be surprised if he baited Tatum with that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the thing is, Tatum's got the reach. Tatum's a little lankier than Locke. Locke's a little, on the stout side.
I think Locke's got the. As soon as that arm comes in, it doesn't matter how long your reach.
Hey, Tatum's from the main streets of Southlake. Are you saying you question his ability in a fight?
Yes. Against Locke? Yes.
Houston versus Southlake? There's no competition, sir.
Texas Strong Style versus Tatum. And don't get me wrong, Tatum's a heck of an athlete, but Matt Locke.
Okay.
There's a reason he's the all-star.
It's going to be more ammo for Tatum to just go after you. I like you, Tatum. I trust you.
There, now I put the target where it should be rather than on you.
On apparently. You? I don't know. Everyone's mad at me anyways. That's fine.
But then after that, we had a singles match. Hilda, once again, in a singles match against Erica Torres. And this one?
This one was a little bit confusing to me because if they made the announcement, I totally missed it, but it came an anything goes weapons match. Did not hear that when they announced it, and then all of a sudden, Erica grabs a stop sign, uses it, and then the Children of Scorn come out with a bunch of weapons to give to Hilda. So I was like, when did this become anything goes? Okay, cool.
You know what? That works for the children.
Yeah, and it was good. Hilda and Erica, again, the more we see Hilda, and I wish we saw her more, she's good. She has a lot of potential. It's just we need to see it more. And it obviously, and I'm going to give a lot of credit to Erica because her being the vet, in most matches I've seen Erica in, no matter who her opponent is, the match has been good.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I'm not the hugest fan of Noah Phoenix, but when her and Erica had matches, they were good.
Yes.
And I put a lot of that on Erica. And I think in this match, with it being the weapons and everything like that, it made sense to kind of give Hilda the win. But again, this is one of those things where it's too soon to end. Well, they're kind of 1-1 now.
Wasn't Hilda's original form also involved?
Yes. So the doll, rabbit, whatever thing it is, came out to play. Erica using it, whispering or whatever, making Hilda kind of go crazy and stuff like that. Her getting the win. And I really have to stop reading comments. Erica, doing the whisper, making Hilda go crazy. And then Hilda getting the win, grabbing the doll, taking it back, now being reconnected with it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those where, yes, that makes it to me seem like it's ending. But they're technically 1-1. So it's like that really shouldn't be the end.
Well, I mean, are they 1-1, or would you consider them 2-1?
See, and I said that, and someone brought that up when I was talking about it, and they're like, but the tag match, she pinned her in that. I go, but that was a tag. It's not necessarily the 1-on-1.
I can see that. No, it can be valid from both angles.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like you can look at that as well. Hilda's 2-up on 2-1. Yeah. 1-up on Erica.
Right.
2-1.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry, brain is not working with this one.
Well, and it's just one of those that maybe, I don't know, do the ladder match like they did with the doll hanging. Like, what was it? Wasn't it Prince and Corey that did that with the little tie around the doll and around Hilda and stuff like that? Do that again for them. I just, again, to me, needs something for it to just end. It just is kind of weird. But then again, that's also maybe we don't get Erica back.
I'm happy. I am hoping that you're right, that we get to see Hilda in the ring more,
right?
Getting more, basically getting more reps, getting more opportunities to be able to get out there and show that she is really good as a wrestler and get better. Because honestly, if you don't wrestle, you can't get better.
No, and it's something I think, despite what the comments say, I do like women's wrestling, and especially if it's good. In MPX, that is something that's been lacking a lot lately, is there's not a lot of women's wrestling. Even if it's the women against some intergender matches, that's fine. If they can do it, it's great. Like Erica could beat and toss most of the fuck out of the men that are there. And there's a lot that could. I mean, there are some matches that if you put Hilda in there against, she probably would look good in them. I mean, even that little spat with her and Jake looked good. So it's just I do hope we see her more and we see more women in general.
Yeah, that would be good. Then we had the MPX Tag Team Championship as the Lost Boys defended against the Confident Cards. Was it ever explained why the Cards got the...
No. Why would that be explained, sir?
No.
That's just
continuity.
That's us trying to make shit make sense. No, this is wrestling. That doesn't work.
But good match.
Yeah, it was a very good match. Again, seeing the Confident Cards more and more as a team, great. I feel I'm going to try to tiptoe around this because people think I'm going to hate them. I don't. Like I was saying with Fly Def, individually, I think they're better. Confident Cards as a team, I think they're better. I don't mind Chip and Chad singly, but as a team, I think it's better. It is...
Well, okay. To be fair, a lot...
I wasn't complaining. I was saying I want more.
What?
I was saying I want more. I wasn't complaining.
What complaints? I don't know. No.
Okay, I was going to say, I wasn't complaining. I just want more.
Complaints that he's talking about.
I don't know.
But honestly, I think with Chip and Chad, I think a lot of that has to do with the amount that they have been able to wrestle, the amount of time they've had in the ring individually, with especially given that their styles are different enough that they can fill each other's weaknesses performance wise. So as a team, they click really well, they work really well together, and so therefore they can also make up for each other a lot.
They're very good as a team, and also as heels. They are just very good playing that cocky role that they do. But yeah, the match was good. Lost Boys getting the win because, again, like we were saying last week, if Confident Cards win, so it's them and the Scorn and X Factor, and the Lost Boys are kind of just screwed. Like, it wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah.
So obviously the Lost Boys getting the win, going on to the X Factor match with the Children of Scorn. Again, Confident Card looked good. I think that was the other thing that bugged me a little bit is the Scorn really weren't involved, even though you think they would be because they have issues with the cards. But yeah, no, like I said, match was good. We love tag team matches, and then when you have two good tag teams like this, just makes sense.
Let's see. Then we also, of course, had the main event match, the Prospect Championship match,
which was technically an open challenge. JD came out saying he wanted a match.
Was this 3?
Yes, this was going to be the third defense.
Okay. So,
spoiler, was going to be the third defense.
Yeah. Well, they do say the third defense is the most difficult to get past. It's the one where people get stopped most often. So it kind of makes sense. What happened here is, JD Griffey defended the championship against Red Chambers.
Yep.
Well,
Red taking...
defended is kind of a strong word.
Well, he did. Red coming out, obviously, wanting his vengeance. All bandaged up, all injured from being in a tag match and beaten after it. And again, good match. It was, Red pretty much negating the Suns from the start, taking the rest of them out before he even went in there with Jerome, hitting them with the crutch, taking them out, everything like that. And then, him and JD had a good match. JD is one of those that like I was saying earlier, you put him in the ring and he makes most of the people look good. Not that Red doesn't need it. Red looks good on his own. But the storyline behind this, everything that happened beforehand, the fact that these two men are great competitors and actually had good chemistry with each other just made it really good. And then, getting that crowning achievement for Red, getting the prospect title technically back.
This
finally,
makes him 3-time.
Finally getting rid of, I guess, that baggage and story weight of the Suns being the leader, not the leader, with Jerome, everything like that.
I was going to say, it's like, I wouldn't say that the Suns themselves, the core Suns, were baggage that he needed to drop.
Yeah.
I'm sad that they dropped him.
Yeah.
The stress of having to deal with Sensei and with, of course, that constant heat with Joe.
Right.
He's free of that finally. That's good.
Yeah, and it was just a good feeling atmosphere for the Addicts to finally be able to cheer Red again, to be happy, him get the title. It was a very good.
Just exploded.
Yeah, I was going to say it was a very good reaction, very, very loud reaction from the Addicts when Red won, getting the belt back, and just, it was one of those feel-good moments that is, a memory now for a lot of the MPX Addicts. Is the night that Red finally got rid of like you said, got rid of the stress of the Suns and got the prospect title back. And it was that is kind of where I think Nick, because if you follow him on Facebook, he's no longer conflicted. Because Red kind of attacked him early on and stuff like that. Well, when Nick is trying to sit there and be like, I was trying to be on your side. So, I don't know. We're going to see where we go with this.
The two of them need to have a sit down and talk.
Maybe.
Well, let's talk to Patrick.
I do think, God.
Have them on opposite sides.
I know how you want to work it, and it's just, no.
Since I can't do the other idea I had.
But yeah, I think with this prospect title run that Red has, I really do hope, and again, who knows, this is just me talking bullshit, who knows what MPX will actually do. I would like for these to kind of go through the Suns. First one Nick, second one Joe, third one Jake, fourth one Jerome. I think that could be really cool to kind of build that, to really give this storyline, one, to keep going, because I do like it, and then two, what's going to happen.
Careful, somebody might get upset that you're armchair booking.
He already is, and I'm sorry. I think that would be a good little idea in the story.
It's called fantasy booking. We're allowed to have, it's like this would look really cool, I think.
Exactly. I think it would be
whether
cool.
You think whether it actually happens or not, totally inconsequential.
Yeah. I mean, again, and that's the thing is, I do things like this, and people think I hate the MPX booking. I really don't. MPX booking has always been good. Even when I've questioned it, it's always let it play out, see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
And for more times than not, it is good.
Yeah, it's like I've had people complain at me. It's like when I do come up with fantasy booking, whether it's for MPX or whatever, local promotion or anything like that, or WWE, AEW, something like that.
Right.
Like, oh, you just need to sit back and enjoy the show. It's like, I do enjoy the show. I enjoy watching the show, but at the same time, I'm a storyteller.
I just have ideas.
I think, it's like, here's what I would love to do with these characters if they were mine to play with.
Right.
But they're not. So I'm going to enjoy that show too, while having my own,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. Okay, so if Red wins the Rumble, what happens then? Then he's got two cash-ins. He's got the prospect title he could cash in, and he's got the match at Destiny because he won the Rumble. Like, that's happened before. Like, it could be interesting.
Yeah.
So you also need an updated poster, apparently.
If somebody would give me an updated poster, I absolutely would have an updated poster. But so far, this is,
Well, just get a green screen and put the current graphic like you used to.
It's an idea. Might do that. But that was MPX's Catching Fire. Sounds like it was actually a really great show.
Yeah.
But MPX Factor for 2023 also sounds like it's going to be a pretty great show.
It is.
Last year, it was so good it brought down the roof.
Yeah. Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
Is he there? Is Mad Prince on the card? They probably not. They're probably like, oh, you're not allowed to be on there. Oh yeah, he's got the tag title match. Yeah, fuck.
Match. Stay out of the corner, Tommy. Stay out of the corner. Don't want Richard getting mad at you again.
Oh, he's already mad at you, so.
Yeah, but we'll go ahead and lead off with that. The MPX Tag Team Championship. The Lost Boys are going to be defending against the Children of the Scorn.
They're finally getting their Christmas gift.
Yeah. Last time that these two teams met in the ring for the championship. It didn't end so well for the Lost Boys, but this is kind of a different team that the Lost Boys are facing. So,
just because it's a name change doesn't mean it's different.
I mean, different outlook, mindset.
Oh, so they change gear, they're different? Change music, they're different?
Yeah.
No?
That's how wrestling works, man.
No, they're still the boys.
Don't tell them that. They're the children of the sport.
Hey, I already said I'm always going to probably call them the boys because that's what I'm used to. So,
but this one is going to be it's going to be a heck of a match.
it is. It's going to be a great tag match because, again, we've seen them go at it numerous times as a team, individually, and they're always great. They're always fire. So, yeah, this definitely, and adding the tag titles to it is going to be a really good match.
Yeah. Then there's also a singles match as Jim Butcher is going to be taking on Zero. Zero's looking to finally get comeuppance against Butcher, against the Angel of Death here.
Sorry, Zero.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold out hope for him. He's not the only one who's going to die this weekend either.
Yeah, finally getting to continue this storyline and everything with, Butcher interviewing a couple of times in Zero matches. Obviously, I believe it was Butcher's first promo saying he's taken out all the heroes that the addicts worship at MPX, with Zero being one of the number ones there. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a good match. It's don't necessarily know how it's going to work out, but should be good.
Yeah. I'm honestly, this one's looking like it's going to be pretty good. I'm wondering if we're going to have a hero moment for Zero, or if this is just going to be... We're going to just say once again that nobody dies like Zero. I'm not paying attention to this.
I know. Two things, because I just have to bring it up because obviously I said it. Yes, they're finally getting their Christmas gift because it's what they won in that 12 rungs of Christmas. 12 rungs of Christmas ladder match where the championship it was on the contract or January 28th. So yes, they're finally getting their Christmas gift, and then they asked for what did they ask for? I'm confused now.
I'm thinking he may be meaning the addicts.
What did the addicts ask for?
I don't know. He may be referencing something completely different. He may not even be referencing that match.
He's always it's his children. Of course, he's referencing that.
That's true.
He doesn't care about anything else on this.
That's true.
He cares about his children.
Like I said, Zero may not be the only death we see at MPX Factor, as Brick Savage is coming back to MPX and going up against the leading man.
Yep.
As his first opponent.
And I'm not going to talk about this because both these men already hate me, and I'm scared of both of them, so go ahead.
You know what? Michael Schaefer is one of the best big men in the business, but I think that title is going away. Because, he's going to be going up against the ungodly heathen, the unstoppable monster. It's Brick Savage. What? I'm not going to be there.
Neither one of us are.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'll watch it on.
Is it Saturn or Jupiter? I thought it was Jupiter.
Oh, yeah, Saturn award-winning.
It's not Jupiter?
It's Jupiter.
Thank you.
It's Jupiter?
Yes, it's Jupiter.
Jupiter award-winning actor. Best.
Can't say Jew like that.
What?
What? Read the comments, sir.
I'm not. No, not at this point. I do not support any.
That was a hard J, too, by the way.
Oh, we're going to get canceled.
After all the shows we've done, and we haven't got canceled yet.
I know.
And screen goes to black.
Yep. But we also have an MPX Addicts Championship match. The hero, Aaron Eagle, will be taking on the final boss. And I loved Aaron Eagle's whole thing of, is that enough gaming references for you nerds? I'm just like...
I mean, no. Can you ever have too many gaming references?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But Exodus Prime, he's a hell of a champion. He's a fighting champion. Was even back, in his heel days, longest single reign and everything.
Yep.
So he's definitely coming into this not looking at Aaron Eagle like he's nothing.
No, it's not. But it's also one of those with given Eagles kind of win streak going on right now.
Yeah.
Especially beating Dimitri Clean and everything like that. it's how is this going to work out? Because like me and you have said, we're pretty sure, and granted, this is just us thinking, Exodus is the forefront Rumble winner to go fight Tatum at Destiny.
Possible, yeah.
In order to do that, you have to drop I would think it would make sense. You drop the title first.
Necessarily have to.
You don't have to, but to me, it would make sense. I was always hoping it was Kari, because I think Kari deserves that little run, and I really don't want Exodus and Kari to be done yet.
Yeah.
But if Eagle gets it, I'm actually not upset at it.
Neither am I.
I think it would be really good to have Eagle as a heel Addicts champion.
And who knows, Kari may be involved in this, because we still got some time before the Rumble.
Yeah.
So, I could totally see Kari coming in and costing Exodus the title, leading to yet another blood match between the two. And, then that leads into the Rumble where, Exodus basically has to fight through all that to get back to contendership.
Exactly. So I think that would be great. This match is probably going to be good. Just looking at the card, and it's no disrespect to anyone else. So the match has been announced. Probably match of the night, maybe. Just given those two competitors.
I could see that. I mean, Brick Savage and Michael Schaefer is going to be close.
Yes.
Most definitely. And then, of course, there's the championship match, because it's going to be Tatum Manning and Matt Locke. Even with Matt Locke being injured, he's still going to give 110% because...
Well, the hand's gone, so 100%. Yeah. Hand's 10%, sir. Yeah. Did you catch it? Yeah. Break you? Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta.
I know. You should know me.
But this is going to be really interesting, because at the same time that you could have the prediction here, usually if the champ keeps it past the end of the year, they'll keep it all the way to Destiny, which last year did break.
I was going to say, it's not always that way. Mm-hmm. And it's also, we're saying Locke's injured and everything like that because he's got the most recent injury. Tatum's been out. This is Tatum's first match back.
Yeah.
So is he going to be 100% as well?
I was going to say, if anything, that just kind of evens the Matt being injured. It kind of evens things out for Tatum.
So you've got, Matt's hand, you got Tatum's shoulder. It's going to be interesting to see who attacks what and how they target those.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely looking forward to that one. But we're also going to be seeing, of course, Tommy Bolton coming back, Angel Camacho.
Nice.
It says Red Chambers and Jake Lindsay will both be there, so we'll see how
that works.
Demo Diamond, Dylan Cavens, and the Confident Cards.
So excited to have Cavens back.
Mm-hmm.
Loved Cavens. Thought he was amazing. It's one of those where I do hope we get him a lot more. Kind of said I'll be missing Diamond because I've seen clips and heard great things, so it would be interesting.
Hey, honestly, looking forward to seeing what they can do. But that's what's going to be happening this weekend. Make sure you have your tickets, ladies and gentlemen, because it's MPX Factor. It's probably I'd say it's the biggest show of the month, at the very least. And of course, that's all leading into we're going to be having the Texas Rumble soon. Mm-hmm. In which 20, 30, how many do we have this time?
30.
30?
Okay. It's always 30.
Not always. But
the Aztec Warfare's 20, Rumble's 30. It's been like that for years, sir.
But this is the lead into that, and it's going to be, definitely one to watch.
Yeah, we're on the road to Texas Rumble, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. But that wasn't the only wrestling to happen this weekend. Like we talked about last week, ACW, Guilt by Association. Holy crap. Some of these matches were just intense.
Yes, they were. It was a really, really good card for all the HOT and ACW shows I've been to, or I guess HOT, ACW, whatever they are, HOT Anarchy. It's kind of going through a name change right now and stuff like that. To me, it's the HOT Anarchy division, but whatever. This is one of the few cards they've done where it's all gone sort of planned. There's been no mistakes. There's been no sound issue. There's been no card changes. Like, everything has just done right. And this was amazing. I believe they posted it. This is the most tickets they've sold for Come and Take It Live there. It's set a couple of records for them, attendance-wise, gate-wise, stuff like that. So it was definitely a good good time. And also,
If they get too many more people into that building, they're going to have to find a different venue
and
to hold everybody.
And that was the thing I was just about to say is it's always, especially when you bring in the Anarchy crowd to come and take it live, it's always fun. It's always exciting. That atmosphere and that crowd. Yes, it is not like the Mohawk. Nothing will ever be like the Mohawk, but it is pretty damn close to Come and Take It Live.
But let's see. Let's go ahead and go through the matches. The first match was Lawrence Patello versus Marcus Rose. Now, did Marcus Rose actually fight this match?
Yes.
Yes.
Why wouldn't he?
I mean,
Marcus is a great wrestler, sir.
He's had problems with, actually being the one to fight before.
He's had replacements that he felt
themselves.
Well, yeah, he felt there was better options
to fight a fight for him because he's like, I'm the booker. What do I do?
I don't know what you're talking about. But no, Marcus and Lawrence did very well. Lawrence is one of those. The more I see him, I mean, because originally, if you've been to ACW before, he was the ref, and now he's a wrestler, and he's so good. Like he's gotten really good.
That's kind of funny. The ref versus the booker.
Yeah, exactly. And his story right there. But no, match was really good, really fun, entertaining. Marcus getting the win because, well, it's Marcus. But yeah, it was a good match. I liked it.
Then we had Dan the Man taking on James Claxton. Did Dan survive?
Technically, yes, he survived. He did not win, but he survived.
I didn't ask if he won. I know he didn't win. I knew he didn't win before the match even started.
Oh, how dare you disrespect Dan the Man that way.
It's Dan Ziegler, I know.
He is one of the most entertaining men.
Entertaining?
I love Dan the Man. So funny. And again,
we've had this discussion before. Entertaining doesn't always mean good.
It can.
It can.
I'm entertaining and I'm fucking delight.
But
rude.
This is Dan Ziegler taking on James Claxton. This is
did not see a lot of it, but yes, Dan not getting the win, James picking up the win. But we'll talk about it later on. Dan making an appearance again, so he did survive.
Oh. Well, I guess that's good. Mm-hmm. But then we had the Mad Prince taking on Jojo Bravo, and from what I hear, somebody else made an appearance.
Yeah, Hilda was there. She was with Mad Prince. Mad Prince and JoJo, probably one of my favorite matches of the night.
Nice.
I can't say enough good things about JoJo. I love watching that man work. I know you said you've had issues with him and stuff like that. I just think he's one of the most technical wrestlers there is. And just when you actually talk to him, just a really good wrestling mind. That was one thing I was excited for when Mad Prince got this match is I think he would learn a lot.
I can agree with that.
The match I thought was really well. Again, technical, physical, entertaining with some funny spots here and there. Just overall a really good match. Thoroughly enjoyed it. JoJo getting the win. And it's one of those where even in defeat, the Mad Prince was kind of made with that crowd. Like he immediately got the heat he was supposed to get. They absolutely hated him like they were supposed to. Mm-hmm. And again, spoiler, what happens later on, hate him and Hilda even more. So it was great.
Good. I like that, especially with the next match being Gabe Wilder versus Matlock, and now Gabe is pretty much a hero.
In my favorite match of the night, probably, just because I was super happy for both of them. It was a death match, and Gabe obviously Locke, one of the most other than MPX, Locke is hated everywhere, which makes sense because when we first met MPX,
he was hated there too.
Well, and that's the thing, Locke, and I think he does okay as a face, better heel. Love Locke as a heel because he does it so well.
Yeah, no.
And yeah, Gabe being the hero and everything like that. I absolutely love this match just because of how much they went for it. How they didn't, it's a death match. We're gonna do it in there. Nope. Yeah, it was a death match, and they went full force into everything they could use, everything they could do.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of what Gabe looked like afterward.
Oh,
Gabe, holy crap.
Gabe bled wonderfully. Really good. And Locke's back, all cut up from the glass and everything like that. Again, great match, very physical, very, very good. Bloody death match. Yes. Lots of light tubes.
Light tubes?
Yes, lots of light tubes.
The thing that Gabe was like, never.
Oh, it was so great. No, yeah, and then the motherfucker, as soon as he's done, I want more. Of course you do, Gabe.
Of course he does.
Yeah, Great match. Loved it. So happy and proud for both of them because they both wanted a death match.
Yeah.
They both wanted to only work Sky. That didn't happen, so they work each other and just did really well.
Now Sky just needs to get added to that equation later.
That crowd loved that match, loved both of them, the blood they gave, and that's the thing about the Anarchy crowd is it's more of a respect thing. It very is the closest thing our area will get to an ECW type thing where they respect the hardcore wrestling, the good technical wrestling, everything like that. That Anarchy crowd in Austin, some parts of San Antonio, they eat it up and they love it. And the amount of respect that, while yes, they hate Locke and he is uber heel there, all those, I guess, anarchists, whatever you want to call them, were super happy with that match.
So now we come to the match where I've got to ask, were you disappointed or were you happy?
Of course I was.
You were disappointed?
I was disappointed in the fact that, yes, it is not a barbed wire rope match, but I will give HOT and ACW credit. The day of the show, when they posted it, they clarified ring ropes wrapped in barbed wire. Okay. That is different than a barbed wire rope match. So cool, you clarified it. I kind of knew going in what it was going to be. Now, my only issue with it was when they did do it, they were too spaced out. It was not, it should be pretty close together. And it's so spaced out, it's just, it's hard to do.
They could only get so much barbed wire, I'm sure, because that's just expensive.
They had a whole spool that they used a little of it. Like,
Really?
they still had a lot.
Oh.
They could have
disappointed.
They could have done it very tight and very close together and made it look cool. And it's just too spaced out. And if it's a timing issue, then it should have been intermission for you to set it up.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I wasn't even thinking set up. I was more thinking break down.
Well, even then, all you do is cut it and it just falls off. Like, they just unwrap it. Because you're not doing the whole rope. You're not taking the ropes off and making that rope like you're supposed to and should do.
That would have had to make this the main event, though, if you're going to do that.
Yeah, but I've also seen, like, the Deathmatch Massacre tournament. They did it pretty quickly. Again, it's having the people that know what to do and how to do it.
Yeah.
And it's no disrespect to the people they have because they do good work. It just wasn't, to me, and again, to me, it's my own opinion, I just wish it was more and closer than how kind of loose and spread out it was. But with all that being said, giving Dimitri and Sky what they had to work with the way the ropes were, they put on a great match because they also had barbed wire boards, barbed wire bats, a lot of barbed wire. They had gussets, the chainsaw bat main appearance, everything they did very well, was great. I liked it. Fucking, of course, Sky with his long ass hair getting caught in the barbed wire again. And this one was way worse than at the Deathmatch Massacre 2, because that one was kind of, they could snip it and good. No, this one was a very long strand they had to snip. So a little worse, but again, given what they had to work with, didn't let it hinder them and put on one hell of a good match. Good bloody match. Not as much blood as Gabe and Locke, but still blood. Yeah. Because again, fucking Gabe, good bleed. He bleeds good.
As good as Matt's head wounds.
Yeah, which is surprising because Matt got cut in the head, but not a lot. Yeah, didn't bleed like he used to, like when fucking Jerome split his skull open, or even his fucking hand.
Yeah,
but
there's also Mikey.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Mikey did too.
Yeah. Man's got a hard head, but you cut it bleeds.
Yeah. But yeah, just again, match was really good. Fucking Sky. There was a thumbtack baseball bat. Nailed Sky in the head. Had like fucking maybe 10 or 12 stuck in his top of his skull. Looked amazing. I know, you're like, oh God. Looked amazing.
I'm sure it looked great, but the empathy pains.
Yeah. Sky getting the win on this. Death by Stereo. Again, good match, especially given what they had to do.
Dimitri did not have a good weekend.
No, he didn't.
That sucks. But then we had one, apparently, Jeff Gant Open Challenge answered by the Mind of Wrestling?
Yes, answered by the Mind of Wrestling, JT LaMotta, who also was inducted into the Anarchy Elite.
See, now I'm really sad we couldn't make it down because that
fucking LaMotta did not miss a that man looks like he's never left wrestling.
Jeez.
Just again, he was called the Mind of Wrestling for a reason. He was so good. Pretty much, yeah. They do the Anarchy Elite
Get
induction.
him on Rehab at some point because I loved doing a podcast with him.
Oh yeah, the one time we got to talk to him was great. I would love to do that again. But yeah, having LaMotta do his introduction and then says, Gant's got an open challenge. Has to be a former ACW champion. Goes through the whole spiel and then saying, people kind of forgot what I did for Texas wrestling. So did a really good speech, really good promo. Pretty much answered the challenge. Gant comes out. They have a match. Really good match. Well done. This is where Dan the Man comes out because he is with Jeff Gant. Distracting him. Gant low blowing, getting the win. And then Dan the Man turning on Gant. So, which is very weird. I guess Gant is kind of a face, which I don't know how that works because I've only ever seen Gant heel.
I thought Gant was a heel, so.
Oh, he is, just not now because Dan the Man. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Does this mean Dan's going to be going for the championship?
Yeah. Well, technically, he walked out with it. So, I mean, he's possession is 9 cents of the law, right?
We're back to this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Red already had a prospect title, so.
Doesn't he still have it?
Oh, he's got 2 now.
Yeah. So he gets 2 cash-ins?
Yep. Well, he's got to defend one all the way again.
True. But then we had Barrett Brown versus Jet Lion. Down at HOT, ACW, whatever, Barrett Brown isn't the heroes that he is in most other places.
Nope. And it was great because this match was not what you would think it'd be on paper. Jet Lion, very good, very talented. They pretty much storyline of Barrett underestimating him and Jet almost getting the win several times. Roll-ups, some really cool pin variations that they did. Match itself I thought was really good. Most of these matches were really great, and that's I think the thing I liked about ACW is the way the matches are laid out and the way the card is laid out. They just got better and better and better, and I don't know if it was everyone else is trying to step up to top what was happening, or if that was kind of how they knew it was going to lay out and they fucking laid it out that way. I don't know, but every match just was getting better and better, and Barrett and Jet, no different.
Well, which is actually really impressive given it's a 10-match card, so.
Yeah, but 2 of those were technically added, so like spur of the moment type things. But yes, Barrett getting the win, finally kind of shutting down Jet, and again, it was one of those where it was an underestimation, but then also a respect issue. Just really good storytelling between them, which... Yeah, they had a couple of vignettes here and there, posted on HOT and ACW's Facebooks. But even if you didn't watch those, which I'll be honest, I didn't. I just know that they said that they'd posted them. Watching the match, you could tell what story they were trying to tell. Yeah. And to see 2 men be able to pull that off is amazing. I'll never forget one time.
Nice.
I was in Mexico with my ex, and I found AAA. And I was watching it, and it's in Spanish. She goes, "You can't understand." I was like, "Yeah, but if they do their job right, I don't have to hear what the commentator or the wrestler is saying. If they do their job right, I can watch the match and know what they're trying to tell."
Storytelling with...
And that's exactly what Barrett and Jet did. And it was great.
That's fantastic. And then we had the Triple Threat ACW Hardcore Championship match as Aaron Mercer was defending against Mysterious Q and Stallion Rogers.
Yes.
Now, this was a match that was definitely hyped up because Stallion Rogers, of course, coming back to the Texas scene and has a big name already.
Yes. And, Mercer being the blood of Texas and, Mysterious being one of the hardest thing. Mysterious Q is fucking phenomenal. I wish he was more. I wish I saw him more and more live, other than Houston and San Antonio. This match was good. It's a hardcore championship match without a single weapon being used. This is very weird. But yeah,
doesn't sound right.
These 3 men were fucking phenomenal against each other. The chops and strikes that they threw at each other just was great. Again, you got 3 talented wrestlers. Kurt Stallion Rogers, very well known legend in the Texas area, coming back off his recent releases and stuff like that, and still has it, still good, still proving that he does deserve to be in these type of big profile matches. Mysterious Q, proven that he should be booked everywhere. And for the most part, don't get me wrong, he is booked a lot of places.
I was going to say, it's like
he is booked a lot of places, but man, that guy is so good. And then, of course, Mercer being Mercer. Match was great, physical. Like I said, to me, just a very weird hardcore championship match without any weapons whatsoever.
Yeah.
But they put on a great triple threat. Mercer getting the win. And then it was after that Locke had when he won the, what was it, Mega Brawl or whatever, when he won can cash in on any title, chose to cash in on Mercer with the help of Mad Prince and Hilda.
Yeah, that's a strange team up right there.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's not gay, but it's gay adjacent. It's, slightly rugged maybe.
More of an all.
Yeah. So, them all three of them coming out, attacking Mercer, him cashing in, Locke getting the win, becoming the new ACW or HOT Anarchy Hardcore Champion. That's apparently what. So forgive me, that's what most of this stuff is now called. It's HOT. It's HOT Anarchy Hardcore Champion, HOT Anarchy main I don't know. Like I said, it is kind of confusing at the moment.
Sure, yeah. I'm going to stick with ACW for now.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously the Locke being one again. Locke, Prince, Hilda, probably the most hated in that building that night. So it was good for them.
And then of course there's the main event. This is the one that I regret missing the absolute most.
Yes.
The ACW televised championship match. Brick Savage defending against Remedy.
Yes, and this match was amazing.
Was it everything we hoped it would be?
It really was, because this is I would say, and we've seen these men work a lot. We've seen Remedy work a lot. We've seen Brick work a lot. More times than not, they kind of squash their opponents, kind of dominate their opponents. Mm-hmm. You finally got to see these two big men work, and they work fucking great.
That's
Brick
amazing.
And Remedy going back and forth. Remedy with Steve DeMarco in his corner. This match was fucking amazing. This is what I've been looking for forever in a Haas fight. Mm-hmm. The fact that, we've never seen Brick get thrown around. Remedy threw Brick around. We've never seen Remedy throw around. Brick threw Remedy around. It was great. The amount of strikes they gave, the throwing they did, it was an amazing match.
So you'd say they were
big sweaty men slapping meat. It was great.
Yes, gonna say.
One time I'm not going to use that. I like how I steal it from Big E, and everyone wants me to say it now.
It's fucking your thing now.
Fucking Carl wants to name a show after it, so fine.
Nothing but Haas fights.
Oh, God, I would so love to call that.
I know,
that would be fucking great.
Jeez.
But yes, that match was amazing. Brick getting the win, and then after that, all those weird little vignettes that Hot and ACW have been shown with the pig mask and everything like that finally came out, attacked Brick. Remedy got out of there pretty quick, take off the mask, and it's a returning Scott Summers, which was amazing to see. Scott Summers, for most people who don't know, one of the best, if not the best, deathmatch wrestlers in Texas from years ago. Just huge name, especially in Anarchy lore and everything. So waiting to see Brick and Scott go at it is going to be amazing.
That is definitely something to look forward to. But there was also on Friday, Texoma Pro Wrestling's Rebuild. Neither of us were there for this one, so pretty much this is just going to be a how things turned out.
If Tony's still here, you can talk about it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Let's see. The Lucha Division match as Merc took on Aaron Sykes and Dragon Astral.
How is Merc a Lucha? Never mind. Go ahead.
I don't know.
I wasn't there. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Aaron Sykes picked up the win on this one, which actually that's really cool because I haven't seen Aaron Sykes in a while. So the fact that
we just saw him, didn't we? Never mind.
Yeah, the other member.
Yeah.
Remember, there were two of them.
Shut up.
Long hair, not long hair.
Shut up.
But it's like seeing Aaron Sykes back in Texas, tearing it up, doing as good as he does. It was great to see. Let's see. There was also Kari Wright versus Kilgore Nix. And Kari picking up the win on this one.
Why is Kilgore Nix familiar?
I don't know. It sounds so very familiar to me, too. I'm going to have to look that one up later. But let's see. There was also a tag team match. Gabe Wilder and Rook Tyler, the Wild Stallions.
I love the team name, and actually the mashup doesn't... I could see it working. I could definitely see that working.
Gabraham Wilder!
Yeah, see, exactly. It works.
Rook S. Preston S.
Yep. Telling you, it works. I like it. I want to see it more.
Taking on Justin James and Big Sid. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
The outcome on this one is no surprise to me at all. Justin James and Big Sid, the Guerrilla Militia.
Yeah, which I'm assuming that's got to mean fucking, Franco was there somewhere.
Franco D'Angelo involved somehow. Yep. But
originally supposed to be him against Franco.
But
Franco had to bow out at the last minute, and so we got Kilgore.
Oof. Okay, so Kilgore Nix was supposed to be there. That makes sense. Yeah. Or not supposed to be there. He was an addition. Mm-hmm. There we go. But Guerrilla Militia picking up the win on this one. That's dangerous. And then we had a match that has interesting connotations to it, simply because I know 3/4 of the people involved in this one. The Mad Prince with Hilda, who is now fully
I know
Hilda.
those two.
Yeah. Taking on the Gatekeeper.
Don't know.
I've seen him before. He's Bray Wyatt meets Sting.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I saw a clip of Prince posting on Instagram of it, so I saw it, but I don't know who it is.
He's kind of Bray Wyatt meets Sting.
Okay.
In a lot of ways. It's like, it looks good, and he's good at it, but it's just, it has those callbacks. With Sister V, who I don't know at all. So the fact that this ended in no contest, because apparently, I guess, Hilda and Sister V went at it.
No, you have to. She put it. You have to say it.
A cat fight.
No. Say it the Joey Styles way. Say it.
No.
Damn it.
Mainly because I can't remember how he said it.
He just screams cat fight. Cat fight. See? That's all he did.
How do you know that better than me? You're a dog.
But I think it's good getting to see Hilda out there. So.
And then a 6-man tag match: Edge Stone, Mr. Wobble, Malik Mayfield versus Montego, Exodus Prime, and Devion. With Exodus Prime, Montego, and Devion winning it, that doesn't really surprise me too much, because it's Exodus Prime for one. And
I like 5 of those people. Which one do you think I don't like? Which one of these is not like the other?
Everybody knows you don't like Exodus Prime.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, one of these is not like the other. You want to guess which one it is?
Yeah, no, it's definitely Wobble.
Thank you.
I understand. But
which I want to say isn't, and I may be wrong, because I know the name Montego. I just don't know exactly if it's the one I'm thinking of. Isn't this a stable? These 3 men, Exodus, Davion, and Montego, a stable at DFW? Isn't it that property itself?
I don't know about Montego.
Okay.
I think you may be right with Exodus and Devion, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Okay.
We'll have to look into that. But then we had a match of Shane Taylor defending his championship against J-Rock. Or actually, it was supposed to be a championship match.
Okay.
Just the problem is Shane said, nah.
That makes sense. Hey, Shane Taylor says something, you listen.
He wasn't even gonna do the match because it was a championship match. So it was like J-Rock, I guess, said, okay, fine. Well,
I've seen Shane Taylor knock people out. If he says something, you just do it.
Yeah, well, they didn't go out his way this time around, which may have been him saying no championship was the smartest way to do this.
Yeah.
Because J-Rock actually picked up the win.
Cool.
Yeah, and from what I understand, Shane kind of manhandled Tony because of that.
Poor Tony.
Yeah. He needs to get a certain judge on his Snowman Enterprises out there, because we all know that, Jake Lindsay's going to do so great against Shane Taylor.
I was going to say, why you want Jake dead?
Because he turned on red.
Oh, okay.
And apparently, Jake is already in talks with Tony.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That's what
Good.
I saw. There was because earlier apparently Jake was in a Zoom meeting with Tony.
Nice.
So, but yeah, really exciting weekend of wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, support your local independent pro wrestling promotion because you can get stories that are just as good, if not better, than what you'll see on TV. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to what we're going to talk about next week.
Yep.
Especially given, next week, aren't we supposed to, have a blast from the past of our own?
Are we?
Yeah, it's
Oh, fuck, that's right.
yeah.
Totally forgot that got booked.
But
They probably forgot too.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody was drunk when that talk was happening.
They
But
were.
We'll talk more about that later on. Mark out, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.
Won't see you Saturday.
No?